catches her, which moves her to drunkenness and ecstasy. Lydia's motto is Solvitur ambulando, which means it is solved by walking. Ladies and gentlemen, Lydia Schwartz.
Well, that was pompous. The piece is called Psychopomps. I guess it's appropriate. It's actually a shuffle poem, and it never gets read in the same order, so Primera Blue Cross paid me to shuffle it today. The dead who did not believe in an afterlife are the most attached to the carapaces they left to rot life-side. They look for combs to groom their hair that they don't have. They modestly cover parts no one cares to rape, even if we were able. They are afraid to catch something from the formerly contagious. They don't get it. So we fuck with their heads. We cough on them, we leer at them. We do this as a kindness. It teaches them, or it should. I would have guessed much sooner that I'm dead, but I was fooled by Miss Patty. Who expects a 4-foot-tall, rosy-cheeked, pigtailed psychopomp with a smoke-gravelled voice? Undead zombies and immortal blood-drinking vampires are lies made up by the ignorant pre-dead. None of the dead are interested in spending eternity life-side. Being dead frees us from wanting, unless you are crap at being dead, like me. The dead have no interest in settling scores, achieving closure, getting laid, drinking blood, eating brains, or fighting wolves. True, the newly dead do briefly go through that awkward phase where they try to fuck. Embarrassing for them, hilarious for us. The story about the tunnel with the light at the end is the second funniest joke among the dead. The third funniest joke is the story where your mentors from life's side greet your death flight, holding up cards with your name in their dead hands and smiling dead smiles. That is a knee slapper if we had knees. Given the relentless efficiency of afterlife communication, I knew how much Miss Patty detests me. I cannot blame her. Only to me is she the foul-mouthed and chain-smoking Miss Patty, the height-challenged, multi-millennial cheerleader. I follow her around with big love in my non-existent heart. A little dignity, please, Miss Patty barks at me as Anubis, but then she goes back to being a cute chain smoker. I am crap at being dead. I insist on performing my job, harvesting stories, which is not my job. The dead do not have jobs. Also, the dead do not have stories, just lies they cling to because they have not learned any better. Do you see what I mean? I'm crap at this. Miss Patty refused to tell me anything about being a story succubus. Is this even a thing, I ask, or am I just another deluded hobbyist deadster who lacks the courage to quit my day job? I can remember all the stories I have harvested. I cannot remember my own story from life's side. Was I originally a person? Patty will not answer me. In fact, now, when I come at her with a question, she turns Anubis and snarls and sinks her sharp, yellow, non-existent teeth into my tender, bloody, absent forearm. Oh, Patty, how I love you, how I wish that hurt. Boredom is the destroyer. There is no scuffling to survive here. We already failed at that. We do not eat or shit. We do not mate or experience heartbreak. We have no elections, nor do we gamble. There is nothing to win. No one goes to school or plays board games or works or exercises. You cannot sleep when you are dead. It is not insomnia. There is simply no need for it. When the newly dead lie down and shut their eyes, it is the fourth funniest joke in the afterlife. I forgot to tell you that when the newly dead try to fuck, that is the first funniest joke in the afterlife. A dead libertine, a jolly afterlife criminal, I yield to my most feral and ridiculous impulse. I sashay up to Miss Patty and I ask for her story. Are you dead? I inquire. How did you become a psychopomp? What were you before you became a psychopomp? Which former person was your favorite client? What do psychopomps do for fun? Is there even a number for how old you are? I do not expect answers. I only wish to horrify Miss Patty. Usually when Miss Patty scorns me, I see a wee chain smoker with blonde pigtails flouncing away. But sometimes she gets so angry she manifests as Anubis, then Legba, then Hermes, then Azrael, then a Valkyrie, then Charon, then Shinigami, then the Archangel Michael, then Mercury, then Jizo, then Gabriel, then the Grim Reaper. The pre-dead think I'm talking about heaven or hell or whatever your life-side mythology calls it. You think we are ghosts or souls. We are not. We have no reason to haunt the life side. We have no legacy. We have no agenda. We blame no one. We praise no one. We do not need gods as the pre-dead do. For however long we must be, we are, until we learn how to not be. O rage, O ancient power of transformation, my non-existent genitals plump for the power to end everything and for the cycle that never ends. I want to touch this power in its manifold forms. Drink it, dance to it, drown in it. Miss Patty knows this and hates me. Now that you know it, you hate me too. I do not care. Miss Patty, I love you forever. I think we both know what that means.